My name's Keenan Nopke. I'm president of Curlew Hills, and I want to welcome everybody today. It's a overcast day today, but for those that have been here in the past, it's a wonderful day.
I, like many of you, have a personal connection to 9/11. So I, in the past 24 years, have used the platform that I am blessed to have and to share with my colleagues at Fox 13 to continue to tell some of these stories and make sure that these stories aren't forgotten, especially 24 years later and beyond.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
And so today, even in the shadow of tragedy, we pause to give thanks. We thank you for the lives of those who we honor and remember today, for their courage and sacrifice, and for their love. We thank you for our first responders and firefighters and police officers and ordinary citizens who on that day ran toward danger when others ran away.
My life began with Wi-Fi and school Chromebooks. Theirs began with a clear sky, then smoke. But no matter the distance, that day will have the same question attached to it. When fear screams run, who goes the opposite way?
Gary knew many of the firefighters that died on September 11th. He told my family how each morning he prayed with other firefighters at Ground Zero as they began the recovery efforts with white buckets.
So as we commemorate the lives we lost that day because of that terrorist attack, and as we recognize the evil that was present in this country as a result of this external force and this external ideology, let's not now, 24 years later, succumb as a country to some of those forces inside our country who are really trying to upend what America's all about. I'm really thankful to have gotten to know a lot of folks who were in service on 9/11. Other than the New York City, greater New York City area, there's more veterans of 9/11 in Florida than anywhere else by a country mile.
I have seen him marching, the watchfires marching, truth is 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 marching, glory, glory, hallelujah, glory, glory, hallelujah, glory, glory, hallelujah, His truth is marching on.
There was another city bus waiting. We started to fill in there, and we were told that we were going to go to Staten Island, to the Staten Island ferry. On the way to Staten Island, as we were traveling over the Verrazano Bridge, I had brought a notebook with me. I wanted to write a letter to my son. I wanted to tell him, if I don't make it home, how proud I am of him and how much he changed my life. As I was writing this letter, traveling across the bridge, I looked in, the second tower came down. I knew I had to finish that letter. I made it down to the ferry, and we were told to be prepared. We're going to be carrying hundreds, if not thousands, of dead and injured people off the ferry. Unfortunately, now that the second tower came down, nobody else was coming over. We were there for a few hours, basically not doing a lot, and anybody who's a firefighter or knows a firefighter knows we do not do nothing very well. We were going crazy, like, let us get over there. We got to get over there and help. Eventually, we made it over there. Right before we were going on the ferry over, me and a few of my guys, we just said, we're going, whether you want us to or not. Two police officers, young men, came over, covered in soot. And I put my arm around one of them as they were cleaning his face, and he just looked at me, crying his eyes out, and he just said, you lost so many guys. And that really hit me. I'll never forget that.
Around 1865, they created a new tradition in honor and recognition of those that paid the ultimate sacrifice. And that tradition is called tolling of the bell or striking of the 4 5s. This signal marked the end of their watch. It's a sign of honor and respect. And on 9/11, our first responders answered that call without hesitation, knowing the risk, yet pressing forward to save others.
As we leave this place, we never forget what happened on Ground Zero, the Pentagon, and the fields of Pennsylvania.